My sin was heavy, but chains break at the weight of your glory. I needed shelter, I was an orphan. Now you call me a citizen of heaven. When I was broken, you were my healing. Now your love is the air that I'm breathing. I have a future, my eyes are open. 'Cause when you call my name, darkness into your glorious day.
Good morning, everybody. I'm out in Muskegon. I'm camping at, well, I'm not even camping. This is an RV resort. It's like a hotel where you park your camper. They got they got pools and they got water slides and they got arcades and cable TV and Wi-Fi. And I hope it continues to work. It was a little sketchy last night. I had a couple, but we got 3 different internets here today. We're trying the original one, the cube that I bring with me when I camp. It's a beautiful place. I can't wait to get out and enjoy the park today. We just kind of hung around yesterday, walked around and got a lay of the land. How does that sound? And it's very cool, very cool. It's what I think what a campground should look like, but obviously it's not a campground so per se as much as a resort. Anyway, let's see who we have with us. What do you say? Pat was the first one on this morning. She was really early. I mean, like before me. And I got to tell you, Diane and I spent the week in Greendale last week doing their VPS, and it just, we're so blessed by it. It was nice to know you could still do it. I think that's part of it. And, but it was also great for me because my wife has never been down there, and she always hears me talk about it with such, I love it up and down there. And I think now she kind of understands why. And Pat is one of those reasons. And she's here. Good morning, Pat. And oh, that's me. Sorry. And then Bert Reggiani's here. Good morning, Bert. Chris Conley's here. Chris, I thought about you last week because we stopped at Buc-ee's. Wall to wall people, elbow to elbow. I may have bought some brisket. I may have just finished eating it yesterday. But my wife loves that place. And I fear that may be a permanent stop whenever we go anywhere. Good morning, Teresa. Glad you're with us. And Ken Gooch is here. Good morning, Ken. Steve Ponowerski's here. Wow, we got a crew today. Look at this. Karen Thompson's here. Guys, the girls are outnumbering us. AJ, thanks for bringing the boys' number back up a little bit. Yeah, we made it safe. It's been actually, it was a nice drive out. Other than Michigan roads. Wow. All right. And one last person, Connie Sandbrink. You guys want a treat. She's doing prayer at 9 o'clock. So just as a quick reminder. All right. I think that's everybody. Today's verses are from Habakkuk. Habakkuk. That's a tough one. Try to spell it. Kind of be how I look at that and I go, wow, double K. Just don't see that much. All right. Let's see if I can pull that up. Oh, that was easy, wasn't it? It was like I knew what I was doing. Well, that's not true. So it starts out, and this is continuing from the response to Habakkuk when he asked the question of how God could tell it. Why would he send the Babylonians to why would he send the Babylonians, who are worse than they are, to solve their problem? And God responded to him, but then answered him in this way: shall not all these take up their taunt against him with scoffing and riddles for him, and say, woe to him who heaps up what is not his own? For how long? And loads himself with pledges. Woe in this context is a warning, but it's also a declaration of a coming judgment, right? Babylon has piled up stolen goods, wealth, land, slaves, treasures from their conquests, right? And then I love how he says, loads himself with pledges. And I'll tell you, this is a set of scripture I read through 3 or 4 times, and I'm like, what? And so then this is one of those where you kind of need somebody who knows what they're doing to tell you what's going on. But loads himself with pledges is an image of a lender that who, if he loans you $1,000, takes $10,000 in collateral, right? They just, or maybe somebody that steals so much stuff they can't carry it, right? Or they're falling out of the store with stuff falling out of their pockets. They're burdened by everything they have taken. Because you have plundered. Oh, I'm sorry. Will you not your debtors suddenly arise, and those awake who make you tremble, and then you will be spoiled for them. So, I think this is kind of ironic because we talk about we talk about ironic's not the right word. It's kind of different because one day you will conquer all and become conquerors, right? The conquered will become the conquerors. In history proved it in 539. The most feared army in the world, the Babylonians, were conquered by the Medes and the Persians, and they were like almost overnight. They were conquered people, and they ended up taking it over and capturing the back. The empire that struck fear around the world fell surprisingly quick. And then we go on, because you have plundered many nations, all the remnants of those people shall plunder you. And this is what had happened. For the blood of man and violence to the earth, to cities and all who dwell in them. Woe to him who gets evil gain for his house, to set his nest high and to be safe from reach of harm. You have devised shame for your house by cutting off many peoples. You have forfeited your life, for the stone will cry out from the wall. Doesn't this remind you of the statement of when Jesus was coming into Jerusalem? The Pharisees asked stop them from calling your name, calling you Hosanna in the highest. And Jesus says, if they stop, the very rocks will cry out. The stone will cry out from the wall, and the beam of woodwork respond. Nature itself responds to God. It's very, very exciting. And then, woe to him who builds a town with blood, and founds the city on iniquity. Behold, it is not from the Lord of hosts that people labor merely for fire, and nations weary themselves for nothing. Whew, okay, let me be back at it. There's a lot there, and to be honest with you, it took me a while just even to accumulate any thoughts about this. I've been asking questions. And he says, woe to you who gets evil gain for this house. Right? Babylon believed its wealth was guaranteed because of its wealth. They were safe. Kind of see that today in our country, don't you? Their walls were legendary. They were supposed to be 300 feet tall, wide enough for chariots to ride on top. They had moats that seemed invincible. There's so much, but yet God said, you have devised shame for your house. The stone will cry out from the wall. We take for granted how much human this kingdom knowledge fails when it comes to God, right? Oh, I think I love. Okay, he makes the statement: "Woe to him who builds a town with blood." Many of their greatest projects and their feats came on with huge human costs, right? Slavery, forced labor, conquest. Impressive cities built on the backs of those they conquered. And then I think when he ends that phrase, and I'm going to end there because I think we can go back and we can look at Solomon in Ecclesiastes. He says, in this verse here, Habakkuk says, they weary themselves for nothing. everything they had accomplished would become fuel for their own destruction. We go back to Ecclesiastes with Solomon, and Solomon claimed that all the wealth, all the stuff that he had accumulated, everything was vanity. Vanity in the definition in the Hebrew text was a vapor. It was something that was here today, gone tomorrow. We've heard that before, right? We look at Solomon's life and we have all the grandeur and all the amazing things, and he considered it nothing compared to having known God. Today, we look at Habakkuk, and like I said, I read through this thing. I must have read through it 8 times. It was like they were talking to somebody else. I was just listening to a conversation. And today, though, Habakkuk challenges us to, if you're pursuing success, do it with honor and integrity. There's no security in our possessions, our reputation, our achievements. And remember to trust God when this kingdom doesn't seem to be fair, because that might be Habakkuk's biggest problem. That biggest issue is it just seems so unfair in this kingdom. That's what I have for you today, guys. I'm done for the week after today, so I'm good. All right, Connie. Oh, I'm sorry. I saw you said something other than hi, and I didn't realize that you can always come back. I know I can come back. And I think our trip this time made it easier for that to happen. And so I'm blessed. I don't know what else to say. And I got to be honest with you. I love what I see in Aaron right now. I love the fact that he is openly embracing what's going on in that church. And it seems to have made a difference in his life. I love that. All right. I'm going to get out of here before I just get whining and crying too much. All right. Have a firmly rooted day. And may someone see Jesus in you today. Peace.